A phase 1 trial that can take up to 2 years to get running in the United States is running in 9 months in China. That comparison comes from FDA itself, and the surprising part is where those extra months are not hiding. They are not hiding in a 30-day IND review clock. Hello, I'm Raghuvar Singh Parmar, Director Scientific Affairs at Resolve Mass Laboratories, and we work with pharma and biotech teams to get their CMC and analytical packages ready for first human filings, IND, ANDA, NDA projects. Today we are going to follow the real calendar from pre-IND to first patient dose and look at what FDA has actually put in place this year to shorten it. Before we start, I would request you one thing. If you have found anything valuable from this channel or LinkedIn page, please subscribe and follow our page. This gesture of appreciation really means a lot to us. Now, let's lay the whole line out, okay? It starts with a pre-IND meeting requests, and a briefing package. Publishing averages put the stretch from that meeting to the IND submission near 380 days. And some programs run close to double that. Then the 30-day review clock runs. Then after the clock stops, IRB review, contract talks, and site activation can add up to another 13 months before the patient is dosed. Put those blocks side by side and the clock is shortened one on the page. It helps to be precise about what that clock is. Under 21 CFR 312.40, you may begin dosing 30 days after FDA receives the IND, unless FDA places the study on clinical hold inside that window. FDA is asking one question. Is it safe to put this material into people at this dose? So the review looks at the non-clinical toxicology behind the starting dose, the phase 1 CMC data on identity, purity, sterility, and dose accuracy, the protocol, and the investigator brochure. It is the safety gate, not the waiting queue. Now, which is why the international comparison is often read the wrong way. On paper, the American clock is competitive. 30 days is in line with China and Australia. The difference sits on the other side of the page. Building the package can take a year or more. IRB review and contract talks run in sequence, and site activation routinely goes past 160 days against a 90-day target. You cannot shorten a timeline by squeezing the one block that is already short. Group those months and you get 3 buckets. The first is getting ready to file, toxicology, the clinical batch, method work, and first stability data all land here in a rough order that is hard to compress. The second is the meeting itself. One pre-IND meeting has to answer non-clinical, clinical, and manufacturing questions at once, and for a cell or gene therapy, that is a lot more for one conversation. The third bucket is everything after the clock stops, where the work is operational rather scientific. Now, the first bucket is the one a CMC teams can move, so let's stay there. Phase 1 CMC exists to show the material is safe and well described, not to lock down commercial control. When the expectations for that phase are not written down clearly, sending more data feels like a safe choice and packages grow. FDA's own position is that clarity here is worth 6 to 12 months. The sorting is simple: safety, critical data first, identity, purity, sterility, and dose accuracy, then supportive data, fit for purpose methods, short-term stability, Full validation and long-term stability belong to later phases. If this way of sorting phase 1 data is useful for the program, you can really follow this program. Okay. Now, what FDA has put in place this year. Okay. So this is where FDA has been working. This year is published a phase 1 IND navigator page that pulls requirements, guidance, and worked examples into one place. It updated its phase 1 CMC page with phase specific expectations, and that is the source of 6 to 12 month figure. It opened the phase 1 contract center, a phone line, and an inbox for early phase questions. It issued draft guidance on model-based starting dose selection, and it proposed an expedited IND pilot built on rolling submission. At Resolve Mass, we have supported sponsors where the hard part of the phase 1 package was never running the tests. It was agreeing which tests the filing really needs. Now, what does that mean for a program starting now? Scope the phase 1 data set against safety questions first. So the work list is agreed before anyone books instrument time. Request the pre-IND meeting early and use the new contract routes for smaller questions instead of saving them for that one meeting. Run analytical and stability work alongside the batch rather than after it. Open site contracting and IRB talks before the clock starts, because that block does not need a cleared IND, and file complete since that is the cheapest way to keep the 30 days to 30 days. So what should you walk away with this video? The 30-day clock is a safety gate, not the delay. Most of the calendar sits before the filing and after the clock. Phase 1 CMC is scoped for safety, not for launch. And the tools FDA released this year are aimed at clarity and readiness, which is the part of the timeline you can control. Now, if you're working on an IND or NDA projects and you want a CR or CDMO partner who treats phase 1 CMC projects very seriously, Resolve Mass Laboratory supports pharma and biotech teams from first gap assessment all the way through submission. Before you go, I want you to do a few things. Number 1, subscribe this channel right now. The more you subscribe, the more valuable pharma insights and expert tips and industry updates we can bring to you. Also, please comment your feedback. This will really help us to improve the content, quality of the videos, and many things. And finally, share this video to at least one person who you think this would really help them. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next time. Until then, goodbye for now.